Hare Krishna dear devotees, Dandavat Pranam. All good to Shri Prabhupāda. Today we are continuing with Feel the Oneness with Difference from the book Civilization and Transcendence by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrila Prabhupāda, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Of course, in the spiritual world, there often seems to be no difference between the master and the servant. For instance, Krishna's friends, the cowboys, did not know that Krishna is God. They play with him on equal terms. When Krishna is defeated in play, he has to take his friends on his shoulders and carry him. The friends do not know who is God and who is not God. So that is the advanced spiritual conception. Of course, the difference is always there between God and the part and parcel living entities. But by the influence of God's eternal potency, the understanding is covered. We can attain that position after many lives of pious activities. That is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, 12.11. Ityam satam brahma sukhanubhutya thasyam gatanam paradaivatena maya shritanam naradarakena sakam vijruhu kurta punya punja. The cowboys are playing with Krishna. And who is Krishna? He is the essence of Brahma Sukha, spiritual bliss. He is a Param Brahman, the Supreme Spirit. So the boys are playing with Param Brahman. Though to an ordinary man, he appears to an ordinary child. How have the cowboys got to the position of being able to play with Krishna? Kritta Punya Punja. After many lives of pious activities, they have gotten the position of playing with Krishna on equal terms. So this is the conception of pure devotional service. That when you go to Golaka Vrindavana, Krishna's abode, you will love Krishna so much that you will not distinguish between the Supreme Lord and the subordinates. The inhabitants of Krishna's abode have such unflinching love for Krishna. That is Vrindavan life. The cows, the calves, the trees, the flowers, the water, the elderly men, Krishna's parents Nanda Maharaj, the Yashoda Mai, everyone is intensely attached to Krishna. Everyone's center point is Krishna. Everyone is loving Krishna so much that they do not know that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sometimes the residents of Vrindavan see Krishna's wonderful activities and think, Krishna must be some demigod and has come here. They never recognize that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or if they do, Krishna makes them immediately forget. When Krishna manifested his pastimes on earth some 5,000 years ago, he passed through many dangerous situations. So many demons were coming, and Mother Yashoda would chant mantras to protect Krishna, thinking he may not be put into some calamity. Krishna's family and friends never understood that Krishna is God. Their natural love for Krishna was so intense. Therefore, Vrindavan life is so exalted. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught, Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajeshatanayas Taddama Vrindavanam. First of all, Krishna, Vrajendra Nandana, the son of the Nanda Maharaj, is Aradhya, worshipable. Then, Taddama Vrindavanam, his dham or abode, Vrindavana, is equally worshipable. So this fact pertains to the higher standard of understanding. Only a devotee can understand that to become one with the God is not a sublime idea. In Vrindavana, the devotees want to become the father or mother of the God, to control God with love. This fact the Mayavadis or Advaitavadis cannot understand. Only pure devotees can understand these things. What is the benefit of becoming one with God? Even other Vaishnava philosophies cannot explain the higher relationship with God, which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained. These are Vatsalya Rasa, parenthood, and Madhurya Rasa, conjugal love. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu especially thought that our relationship with Krishna can be in conjugal love, Madhurya Rasa. But as for our understanding, Lord Chaitanya introduced the philosophy of Achintya Bheda Bhed, simultaneously one with and different from the Lord. This is explained by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita 15.7. Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. The living entities are part and parcel of God. So we are one with the God, since we have God's qualities in minute degree. But God is the master, and we are always subordinate. Eko Bahunanam Yo Vidhati Kaman. We are protected, we are maintained, we are predominated. That is the position. We cannot attain the position of predominator. That is not possible. We move to the next topic. How to love God. Pushta Krishna. Next question, Prabhupāda. As the world is coming to be divided into just two classes, atheist and theist, it is not advisable for all religions to come together. And what positive steps can be taken in this direction? Prabhupāda. The steps to be taken have already been explained. This Krishna conscious movement. The atheist class and the theist class will always exist. That is the nature of the material world. Even at home, the father may be an atheist like Hiranyakashipu and the son theist like Prahlad. So the atheist and theist will always exist in the family, in the community, in the nation. But theist should follow the instructions of the Bhagavad Gita and take the shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, giving up all other so-called religious principles that will bring religious unity. Religion without a clear conception of God is humbug, bogus. Religion means to accept the order of God. So if you have no clear conception of God, if you do not know who God is, there is no question of accepting His order. Find this verse in the 6th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Hari Shauri. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Na vai vidurashayo na pideva. Na siddha mukhya asuro manushya. Kuto nu vidyadhara charanadaya. Real religion principles are enacted by Prabhupāda. Real? Go on. Very sorry. Real religious principles are enacted by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although fully situated in the mode of goodness, even the great sages who occupy the topmost planet cannot ascertain the real religious principles, nor can the demigods or the leaders of the Siddhaloka to say think of the demons ordinary beings, Vidyadharas or Charanas. Bhagavatam 6.3.19. Shri Prabhupada. Read the next verses also. Very sorry. Swayambhur Narada Shambhu Kumara Kapilo Manu Prahlado Janako Bhishmo Balirvaya Sakirvayam Dvadashaite Vijanimo Dharmam Bhagavatam Bata Guhyam Vishuddham Durbodham Yam Gyatva Amritamansyate. Lord Brahma, Bhagavan Narada, Lord Shiva, the four Kumaras, Lord Kapila, the son of Devahuti, Swayambhu Manu, Prahlad Maharaj, Janak Maharaj, Bhishmadev, Bali Maharaj, Sukadev Goswami, and I myself, Yamraj, know the real religious principles. My dear servants, this transcendental religious principle, which is known as Bhagavata Dharma, or surrender unto the Supreme Lord and love for Him, is uncontaminated by the material modes of nature. This transcendental religious principle is very confidential and difficult for ordinary human beings to understand. But if by chance one fortunately understands it, he is immediately liberated, and thus he returns home, back to Godhead. So, here we end with the topic, concluding at page 63. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Vancha kalpatarupyasya kripa sindhu bevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrindi ki jai.